Hey there, in this video we'll be looking at the Anker Soundcore Mini 2, a portable Bluetooth waterproof speaker. So let's get started. If you've seen the Anker Soundcore Mini 1, which I've reviewed before, then this version 2 is fairly similar at first glance. But looking at it closely, the Mini 2 is a bit larger, but at the same time it's a bit lighter than the Mini 1 at around 7.3 ounces or 207 grams. The Mini 2 also no longer has a micro SD card slot nor FM radio, but gains IPX7 water resistant rating, so you could dunk it in shallow water for a short time. The build and material are pretty much the same as the Mini 1, solid and made of metal and rubber. It should have no problem rolling around in your bag, though it may pick up a few scratches. There are however more noticeable differences. For one, there's now a rubber flap to seal the micro USB charging port and the 3.5mm audio jack. Then the buttons are moved to the front and bottom. And the top and bottom grills have changed slightly. And also the Mini 2 supports Bluetooth 4.2. For battery life, the Mini 2 is about the same as Mini 1, so expect it to last at least a full half day of continuous playback. And for charge time, it's about a quarter of that. Now let's talk about my experience with using it. First, the connections. Having both Bluetooth and 3.5mm jack is great for covering most situations. The removal of the radio and the SD card doesn't really bother me since I never really use them anyways. But if you do, then this might be something worth noting. The next thing I tested once I have connected by Bluetooth is the delay. The Mini 2, like many others, do have a slight delay. Better than the others, but it's still there, so it's worth noting in case you intend to use it to watch videos or play games. Another feature that the Mini 2 has kept is the ability to use it for phone calls. While you can hear the other person well, the person on the other end may have trouble listening to you though. The mic that picks up your voice seems to severely lack clarity, especially the farther you are. I suspect this has something to do with the mic noise or echo reduction, but either way, the result isn't great. Next, let's talk about the speaker's sound. It gets loud. It's actually slightly louder than the Mini 1, so no problem filling a normal household room. As for the music playback sound quality, it's acceptable in my opinion. It performed in line with what I expect from such a tiny speaker. So no chest thumping bass and moderate clarity and detail. Now, if you were to compare it to the Mini 1, I have to say that the Mini 1 sounds a teeny bit better. The Mini 2's separation and clarity falls a bit behind the Mini 1. And at max volume, the Mini 2 has slight distortion. If I have to guess, the difference of sound quality is due to the sealing needed for the water resistance. Oh, and one more thing. I just want to mention that it floats. So if you happen to drop it in water, you can easily spot it and pick it back up. Whether this was intentional or not, who knows? But I'm glad it turned out this way. Finally, the price and conclusion. The Anker Soundcore Mini 2 is listed at about $30 or 50 Canadian on Amazon.com and .ca respectively. This definitely prices it above many other similar sized speakers. However, most of them aren't as water resistant. And actually, that would be the only reason you'd get it, the IPX7 water resistance. If you need it, then this could be the one for you. But if not, then you could look at the Mini 1, which is a little bit more portable, has a few more features, and sounds a bit better. If you liked the video, consider leaving a thumbs up. If you want more, consider subscribing if you haven't. And if you have anything else to say, leave in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.